Hi everyone, it's Peggy Merwin with Stamp with Peggy. Today is Monday, January 16th. Hard to believe we're at the middle of the month already. We are going to have some fun tonight with the Adorable Owl Stamp Set. Okay, so let me get myself on over here so that I can watch for comments. Make sure you let me know when you're on, so that we can have some fun together. Hi, Jackie. Thanks for joining. Okay, looks like we have a few of you jumping on. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. Hi, Becky. Becky Cox. Thanks for joining. We had a good weekend. It was a busy weekend. Of course, it was a football weekend. My hubby is a football fan, so yesterday was definitely football all day long. I did some stamping. Saturday we had a demonstrator event up in Wisconsin, so we got to play with a bunch of demonstrators and share some new products, some of the Sale-a-Bration and Spring Mini Catalog stuff with them. That was fun. Hi, Nancy. Thanks for joining. Let's see. Today was Martin Luther King Day, so we were off from school, so I had more playing time for stamping. Yesterday was not a creative day for me, so I did some other paperwork things and enjoyed some other things besides stamping yesterday. And then today spent the whole day doing stamping fun things. Okay, looks like we got a bunch of you on, so awesome. I am going to just go ahead and flip the camera down and we will get started. Okay, so bear with me here. Let's see, I need to flip that down, get you down here. Okay, nope, because it just did something different. There we go. Okay, back up we come. All right, first thing I wanted to share with you tonight is Paper Pumpkin. Those of you who follow me know that I do a alternate class every month with Paper Pumpkin. January just ended last week on Tuesday, so those kits have not arrived yet, but they started advertising for the February kit, which is Sunshine and Smiles. It coordinates with the Playing in the Rain or Rain and Shine Suite collection, and this is what I really, really, really love. There is a die set to match the February Paper Pumpkin. It's an exclusive, and they've never ever had a die set before. The die set is only $6. It cuts out, and I'm assuming this is one of the stamps, and then the fun little flowers. So those of you who are subscribers, and I haven't even got my information out for class for next month, but we will definitely be using this. So you will definitely want to be adding that die set onto your Paper Pumpkin sign-up class this time. Okay, I am so excited about that. I'm hoping that the January class kit arrives this week so that I can get started with that. Okay, and again, I see lots of you that are already sharing and commenting. Thank you so much. I do a drawing every week from the shares and comments and likes, so please make sure that you do that, especially tagging. We are growing leaps and bounds because you guys are tagging friends and asking friends to check us out. So winners for this from last week's comments, okay, and the leaf label and amber gem combo pack, and that goes to Deborah Kaiser. Deborah, thank you so much for joining in with us on Monday nights. I will add this in when I mail your next kit out, okay? And then the second winner gets the 21-23 in color opal rounds. Now remember, these in colors are going to be retiring soon. Okay, and Denise Becker is the winner for this one. So Denise, I will get this popped out in the mail to you. Okay, so tonight we are using the Adorable Owls, which is a Sale-a-Bration set. You can choose this as a free item with a $50 order from now through the end of February. Okay, and then I am also using, and we've been using this a little bit, the Country Floral Lane designer papers. Okay, we're going to use some fun hearts in the peach colors. We're not going to use regular red type colors. We are also using the Share a Milkshake dies because these hearts are fabulous. Okay. Excuse me. I'm calling tonight Monday Make and Take because you will have an opportunity to get a Make and Take kit for tonight's projects. For anybody who places an order this week, I will do a kit and you can make the projects also. You will need the Adorable Owl stamp set, but everything else will be die cut for you. The designer paper will be all cut for you. Okay, and I've done some folding while I'm talking. So I started out with a piece that's 4 1/4 by 9 inches. It is scored at 1 1/4, 2 1/2, and 5 3/4. Okay. All right. So we're going to set that one aside. And then, all right. Then we have a piece that is 2 1/4 inches by 11 inches. It is scored at 5 1/2. And so then it just gets folded right in half. We are making a faux stair step card. Okay. So we're going to start with this panel. I coordinated it with gray granite. So I have a piece of gray granite that is 2 inches by 5 1/4 inches. That's going to get adhered right onto this panel. Okay. All right. And we're just going to center it right on there. I'm going to get this down a little bit here. So, oh, yay. Cheryl did a kit with her 9-year-old grandson. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, with that skunk one. That is an adorable kit. Yes. Okay. And then we have some of the Country Floral Lane designer paper. And this is 1 7/8 by 5 1/8. So yes, what did everyone else do this weekend? Our weather was decent. Today was a rainy, kind of gloomy day, but the weekend was bright and sunshiny skies. It was cool, but it was very pretty out. Okay. All right. Then I have a piece of gray granite that is 1 1/8 by 4 inches. Am I right? And this should actually be, I need to grab my cutter because I messed that up. Okay, let's try that again. That should be 4 inches and it should be 1 inch wide. Okay, so it should be 1 by 4. Whoops. And then my designer paper needs to be 7/8 of an inch by 3 7/8. Okay. All right. So then we're going to adhere the designer paper to that strip. And then that's going to go on the bottom in this scored section. Notice I'm not showing you the card ahead of time tonight. Okay. And so when I say faux stair step, here's our stair step. And then this piece, we're not quite ready yet, but this piece will end up going on here. But first we need to put something back here. Okay. So I have a piece of gray granite that is 3 inches by 4 inches. And that goes right here. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and adhere the bottom of this to here. Okay, so you want to make sure you get plenty of adhesive. You can use tear and tape, you can use the green glue, and we're going to go ahead and fold this all up so that we can line it up at the very bottom. Oops, I want to come over this way just a little bit. We're leaving like a ½ inch or so on the right. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and adhere it to the back. So we're going to fold it all up, and then we're just adhering it right to the back. And so there is our stair step card. Okay. Now, you guys know me. I don't like that that's not finished. You can write your greeting there. You can also open it up and write your greeting in here. But we have a piece of basic white that is 2 7/8 by 4 7/8, and we're adhering that to a 3 by 4 of gray granite, because you know me, I like my layers. Okay, and then we're just going to go ahead and adhere this onto the back. It kind of covers up and helps to finish the look of the card. Okay. All right, now it's time for our owl. Okay, so I took the Stylish Shapes and I die cut a piece of the Petal Pink, and then I used basic white and cut a layering circle, and I stamped and already colored in our owl. Okay, I used light and dark crumb cake, light pumpkin pie, and dark balmy blue for the eyes. And then we're going to add a little sparkle to his eyes with some Wink of Stella. And it just kind of makes him twinkle a little bit. Okay, notice I didn't color his tie because I took a scrap of our designer paper and I stamped again so that I could get the tie in the same color. So we're going to fussy cut that bow tie. Unfortunately, there's no dies to go along with this owl stamp set. So we have to fussy cut when we want different parts and pieces. Our next project, we're going to fussy cut the owl. Okay. All right. And so then I'm going to use some of our green glue or multi-purpose liquid glue. Green glue is much faster and easier to say. Okay. I should grab my tweezers. And then we're just going to attach it. No dimensionals, just some green glue. And we're going to attach that bow tie right over the stamped part. Isn't that cute? All right. Then we're going to attach that circle to the stitched circle. And then we're going to use some dimensionals, of course. Okay. And I want dimensionals like not quite in the middle. I'm going over a little bit because we are going to attach this right on here. And I don't want it to overlap and stick to the back. Okay, so there's our owl. Now I want a little, I was going to say greeting, but I decided not. I kept playing with the greetings and I didn't like that look. But hi, Luann, so glad you're on. Okay, so then I used gray granite and I cut a smaller stylish shape and a basic white layering circle. And we are going to just adhere the two of those together. And then I used a piece of Petal Pink and I die cut those hearts. Okay, so I have all three sizes. and we are just going to attach. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the mini glue dots and I'm going to cut. The outside edges are really kind of thick, and so I am just cutting some chunks to put on the back of the large and the medium hearts. Okay, so there's one, and there's the other. Okay, we're going to peel our backings off. And no, I'm not putting dimensionals on the little heart. We are going to use it, but that one's going to be flat, no dimensionals. Thanks, Roseanne. Okay, so we're going to start. We're going to put a heart up here. And then we're going to put a heart like right here. And notice I'm kind of hanging them off the side just a little bit. Then we're going to get our green glue back in here. And we're going to get green glue all over everything. Okay, and then I'm just going to add that small heart down in there flat. Okay, and then I am going to take the Granite Stampin' Right marker, and I'm taking the fine end. This is kind of that good old country back in my wood crafting days. And I'm just doing some squiggle lines and dots just to kind of pull the color back in and fancy the edge up just a little bit. Okay, so we're going to do that. And then we're going to adhere this, but we're going to adhere it flat. We're not going to put dimensionals on this one. Okay, so we want to make sure we have some good, but again, adhesive only on half of it. And then we want to stay within this edge. Okay, so line it up on your grid paper. We can't go beyond here. And then we're just going to attach it like that. And our card is done. How fun is that? You have a place for your message. You could pull your marker back in and go around the edge here to fancy it up a little bit. You could add a couple more of the die cut hearts to the back of it, but isn't that adorable? Okay, so then we need a treat box, right? And I'm kind of, again, looking at Valentine's, so. All right, this one I will show you ahead of time. All right, so here's our box. It's a 3x3 box, but it's an easel box, okay? So that you can pop up your little message, hoot, hoot, you're so cute. We've got a little pull with a heart, and then our drawer slides out. I haven't made it over to the dollar store yet, but what I'm thinking is the little heart, peanut butter heart, or a cookie inside. I just don't have anything inside yet, okay? And so that's what we're going to do next. So we're going to start with the base. Now remember, you can get a make and take kit for both of these projects when you place an order with me this week by Friday. And then I will get the kit all cut and prepped and ready for you. Okay, we're starting with a piece of 5x5 gray granite, and it is scored at 1 inch all 4 sides. And then we've done this a million times. We're cutting on the score line and then just kind of angling in a little bit to get rid of a little bit of the bulk. And then we are going to put adhesive on these 4 tabs to form our box. Okay. So we're just going to line our edges up, hold it for a second, go on to the next one after you slide your finger through it. I should have adhesive everywhere, right? Okay, and then, all right, Linda, if you just placed an order, then it will count. Okay. All right, so there is my box. Okay, so it's a 3x3 box. And then we have our wrap that goes around it, which is 3 1/16, and now I can't remember, by 9 1/4. I'm a little concerned that might be a little bit short. Okay, and it's scored at 1 inch, 2 1/16. Now I got to find my cheat sheet here. 5 1/8, and 6 3/16. Okay, that gives me all of my little spots. My box goes in there and it wraps around. Okay, so we need to put adhesive on here. That's on that first 1 inch flap. And then we're just going to fold it so that that edge lines right up. We're going to reconfirm our score lines. Okay. And so again, our box just slides right in there. Then we're using some of that pretty Country Floral designer paper. And this is cut at 3 inches by 9 1/2 inches. And what I do on that, I guess that can stay in there. Okay, we're going to start here, and I'm just going to kind of pinch it with the box edge, and then I can take it off and pinch it a little bit more. If I score it, a lot of times then it doesn't completely line up well as it goes around the corners. So by doing this, it matches with where our wrap is. Okay. And so we're there, we're coming around this corner. We're going to pinch it. Okay. And then we can make sure that our edges are lined up as we're pinching really hard. And you can use your bone folder there too. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and see. Now it all fits, gives us a little bit of a border. So we are going to go ahead and put adhesive on the inside. And here I'm going to use green glue. Okay, so we're going to go here. Go around the outside edges, and then each of those score lines, you want to make sure that you have adhesive or glue by those score lines also. Okay, and here we go. There's our 1 inch edge. So we're going to start there, and we're going to wrap it, and we're going to wrap it. Okay, and now what I found easiest was to slide the box out and then really press it all really well. Get your bone folder in there and really secure that paper down well. I know, there's the green on the other side for you, Linda. Okay, and then there's our box. Okay, now we're going to build the easel. And for that, I have 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. Okay, 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. And it's scored at 1 1/2 and 2 7/8. Okay, so we're going to fold it and use our bone folder to get a good crisp crease. Okay, let's see, I have 2, they should be. Okay, I have a piece of basic white, oops, to go on the inside of this one. So we can go ahead and attach that. Okay. And then we're working with a 3x3. Well, I guess I did it 2 7/8 by 2 7/8 gray granite, and then a 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 basic white. And those are going to go on. What that is the easel part. That's going to go and get adhered on only this bottom section. Okay. I used the fabulous double heart punch pack. So we've got scallop hearts and a solid heart. And I punched out a Petal Pink scallop and then the designer paper out of the regular one. And so we are just going to adhere those together and attach this. And then I stamped and colored one of our owls again. I did the one with the hat, except I don't want the hat on there because I want it as a kind of a Valentine's and not as a birthday. So I colored outside of his hairline just a little bit so that I can cut that hat right off and you never know it was there. Okay. So then we're going to attach this. Oops, we need to add a little Wink of Stella to his eyes too. When I stamp the owls with the memento and I start coloring in, I also use the dark basic black Stampin' Blends for the pupil because it kind of doesn't stamp super dark. So then by coloring that in, it just makes the eyes pop a little bit. Okay, we're going to attach this onto here with dimensionals. And then our heart is going to get attached with dimensionals also. Okay. And so let's go ahead and attach this to this. Hi, Mary Beth. I'm glad you could join. Even if you're late, it's all good. Hi, Helen. Okay, so it's going to go like this. We need some words on there. So I took the Hoot Hoot, You're So Cute. I stamped it on the Petal Pink. And then I'm just going to cut and cut and cut. We're going to cut Hoot Hoot. And we're going to put that up here. And then we're going to cut some more off from the You're So Cute. And we're going to attach that down here. Okay. So, per Linda, we're going to get our silicone sheet back in here. And, whoops. I'm just going to use, you can use the green glue. I'm just going to go ahead and use my seal. And by doing it on the silicone sheet, your adhesive doesn't stick and get all over everything else. Right, Linda? Hi, Marianne. Thanks for jumping on. Okay, now we're ready to attach our heart with our owl. So let's get those dimensional backings off. And we're just going to put that right on here. But then we're going to come back in with that marker again. And we're going to add our little dash lines all around our square. Now, I could have die cut it with the stitched shapes squares. To be honest, I didn't check it to see what size, if that would have worked. I guess I kind of missed doing this back in the day when I did my wood signs and things. Okay. And then, you know what? We're going to do it on this one too before we adhere this. So we're going to add some more. This is our easel, the inside of it. Then I can put this marker down. I know you guys love doing this little step, right? It is kind of a peachy color, Cheryl. It's Petal Pink, but to me, it's definitely got a peach tone to it more than a pink tone. But it goes so well with this Country Floral designer paper. I'm using a lot of it right now, and I'm finding color combinations with it that I wouldn't have thought of before because of the designer papers. Do you guys do that? All right, so we're going to attach this onto our box. Like that. And then we're going to attach this onto only this bottom portion, okay? And I should have probably done that. So we will use this adhesive. The square with the owl is just a little bit like 1/8 of an inch larger than this piece to make sure that it will cover it all up. Okay, and then we're just going to attach this. I'm going to slide my box out again so that I can get in there and really make sure it's all adhered well. Okay, slide my box back in. I'm thinking a Little Debbie, one of those brownies or heart cakes will fit in there also. Okay, so now we need a way for our easel to stay up. So I die cut some of the milkshake hearts again. Okay. And I'm going to pull in oh, I love it, Nancy. I was just reading your comment. I wonder every now and then I get like a mad face from somebody and I'm like, oh no, I didn't mean to make somebody mad. Okay. We're going to use the little mini ones again. And I'm going to use the medium-sized heart on here, popped up, because that's what will allow our easel to stay open. Okay. Notice my cough is better. I did contact the doctor last week after my live, had a televisit, and yes, I ended up with steroids and cough pills and an inhaler, but I am doing much better. Okay, that holds it up. And then I just wanted to add this small heart then too, just as some added decoration. Okay, so we're just going to add that onto that panel. All right. Now, we need a way to be able to get our box open, right? So we're going to take this large heart and we're going to add some dimensional pieces. And that will become our drawer pull. Oh, I forgot. I need to add something to our owl yet too. Okay, so there's our drawer pull. And then I completely forgot the milkshake hearts. I die cut some in sweet sorbet. And so we're going to add a little bit of green glue to that. And then we're going to put it in his hands just at the top so it looks like he's holding it. Okay. And there's our little treat box. Whoops. Okay. So now we just need to get the treat to put inside the box. Okay, let's pull our card back in. Whoops. And where do I have that? Okay. So those of you who joined in late, there's our card, our faux stair step, and then our fun little owl box to be able to have some fun little treats in there for for Halloween. Oh my goodness. For Valentine's Day. But again, hoot hoot, you're so cute. It could be for a birthday. It could be for pretty much any occasion. My brain's just going on Valentine's right now. And I love that this is not traditional Valentine colors. I think it works for almost anything or anybody. Okay. So remember, you can get this make and take kit. You won't have the images stamped, but everything else will be die cut for you or cut and scored. The hearts will be punched out. These will all be die cut for you. These hearts will be cut out, so you'll be all set to be able to assemble. I'll have a quick little tutorial for you to go along with, but you'll have the video to be able to go back to watch how to assemble it. And you can get that free with an order placed through me by Friday. Okay. Hopefully you guys have a fabulous week. Let's see what else is. My son's birthday is this Friday. So it's a good week and we'll have a good weekend, and I will see you again next Monday night at 7 o'clock. Everybody have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.